I expect the world to change. It would be pretty mundane to think that the world didn't change at all. My name is Maynard Cornelson, and I am 92 years old. Well, I grew up on a farm about 4 miles east of Maine Center. We moved to my grandfather's farm about when I was 16. I stayed there until 1960 when my brother talked me into going to the West Coast. When we were at the West Coast, I said to my brother, I'm going to join the Air Force. And he says, don't be silly. He says, you'll spend half of your time in jail. And I said, no, I wouldn't. And I joined the Air Force. I had a wonderful life in the Air Force for the rest of my time until I retired. Well, I had many responsibilities handed to me. Then one day I was called into the CO's office, the commanding officer's office, and all of a sudden he said to me, Maynard, from this day forward, you are an officer, which was a big promotion. I had a good reputation as a hard-working, honest officer. I never had a derogatory mark against me for any reason. I was a professional soldier. I enjoyed the military. I enjoyed the discipline that I had to work under, the discipline that people that were my responsibility, that they worked under. One of the biggest innovations in my service life was the jet aircraft. It was amazing to me to go from a propeller aircraft to a jet aircraft. What a wonderful advancement. You traveled faster, you traveled cheaper. I've always dared to do something. I would say, let's do this, and they'd say, oh, you can't do that because that's too scary. And I said, no. I said, we'll try it. And my kids, they've trusted me, and my son's a doctor, and I've told him, I said, you're a great doctor. I think you're marvelous. And he says, I am what I was taught to be. There's no other way but to say I'm proud. Be yourself, be honest, be innovative. Don't hesitate to take a chance. As long as it makes good sense to you, you got to be somebody. You got to stand up for what you believe in, and something that your kids will say, I'm proud of him.